תורה ושמחה וששון ויקר כן תהיה לנו כוס ישועות עשהו שמנו יקרא סדרים מרנן ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם בורא פרי הגפן.
For the past 6 years, Chabad Cambodia has been many things to Jewish expatriates and travellers. A venue for meeting people, a place to find assistance, and a centre for worship.
If it wouldn't be for Chabad's existence in Cambodia, then I probably wouldn't be here. Because it's such an important part of the way I live my life, and my beliefs and my roots and my heritage, that it's really something that I need to have.
Chabad has become an important part of my life here as an expat in Phnom Penh. I enjoy going to the service. I enjoy the camaraderie. I enjoy the company of Rabbi Butman. The Friday night services and the dinners are a remarkable extended family experience. We have a group of members who live here in Cambodia and do a variety of different things. And we also have an incredible number of people who come in who are visitors to Phnom Penh or to Southeast Asia, tourists, Israelis traveling through, and others of all ages. And you get to meet just this incredible wealth of people and make acquaintances of truly incredible people and share life stories. It's a very impressive and fulfilling experience.
The center here doing amazing job because first of all, there is no an Israeli embassy here, so everything that usually embassy do, this center do. Like it can start from loss of a passport or just no money. And so we're looking on a lot of people that stuck on the street, with their money or passport being lost. That's the first address that they're coming. Also, recently we have a few, unfortunately, death cases that people who completely didn't have anybody in their life, and obviously we managed to bury them in a Jewish cemetery that we start here, which is fantastic, and a lot of stories and good story about people that went off the rail and took a little bit more party than they should, and we rescue them and it's fantastic. It's fantastic to be part of this center. The rabbi is a very special one, and we have amazing relationship, between us. And I managed to get him to even see me during the week for one-on-one, just to continue my spirituality.
Since I arrived 14 and a half months ago, I started coming to Chabad. When I first came, I expected to just attend a synagogue, but the rabbi and his wife have developed a very special atmosphere, and it's much more than a synagogue. It's much more than a community center. They've developed a home away from home for internationals working in Cambodia. I look forward to going each week, seeing the regular members, making new friends, meeting people from all over the world, and just enjoying myself at this home away from home, which is the Chabad of Cambodia. I'm working on an article on the biblical origins of certain areas of criminal procedure, and I'm looking forward to working with the rabbi over the next 6 months to a year on the biblical aspects of criminal law and criminal procedure.
Chabad Cambodia, though, isn't just for Jews living in Phnom Penh, it's for Jews across the country. We spoke to Charles, for whom the rabbi travelled to Battambang to kosherize his kitchen.
Chabad really does a great job at including everybody, all the Jewish community, whether they're here in Cambodia, staying for a long time, or just passing through for a few days or a few weeks. In the winter, there might be as many as 70 people coming to the Shabbat. They're coming through town, and they come just for Friday night and Saturday service. And they take people as they are. You know, whether you're observant or non-observant, he reaches out to everybody, which is great. He also has a wonderful website by which he informs people what's happening. And for the holidays, he maps out a schedule of the activities where people can come for 3 hours, for 4 hours, for 1 hour, whatever they feel comfortable with. So he's trying to really make Jews comfortable, whatever status, whatever situation they're in. So yes, we do feel part, and in fact, we do come down from Battambang to Phnom Penh for the high holidays whenever we have a chance.
Young Jewish professionals living in Phnom Penh are also able to enjoy regular socialising and networking events that focus less on religion and the centre and more on other shared interests.
I was speaking to the rabbi about it, and he'd had some ideas of setting up like a young Jewish professionals network where we do events of the sort. So I spoke to a few of the young people that were coming here regularly about their thoughts and managed to get them on board with helping me out. And so this was December 2013, we set up a Hanukkah party. But the idea behind this event was that it was going to be something that was outside of the center, so it wasn't really linked to Chabad. And the reason behind that is because some people would prefer to do something Jewish related, but not necessarily in a Jewish kind of environment, and do something a little bit more relaxed. And it was basically just a social event with drinks and some traditional Hanukkah stuff. And then we started doing Friday night dinners over here, where we would just have a separate table, which was for the young professionals, and we'd get maybe about 10 to 20 each time. We did that about once a month. And so we've done a few events since then. We recently did a boat trip event, which was really popular. We did a couple of other events around Hanukkah and Purim. And yeah, and it's going pretty well. I'm really happy with what we've achieved, and the fact that we're able to give people a Jewish experience without it being too Jewish and it being at the level that they're comfortable with. And I think people are really grateful and have enjoyed coming to the events.
Functions held at or through Chabad Cambodia have generated lifelong friendships, as these three friends explain.
I originally went to Chabad with David, and that's where I first met Hannah on a Friday night dinner, and then I met her again a couple of weeks later at Purim, and Hallie was there as well, and we all got on really, really well. And to be honest, we've seen each other pretty much every day since then, so it's been really, really great friendship that has built and developed, and we really did actually meet through Chabad, so that's great.
I've never really had Jewish friends before. I grew up in quite a non-Jewish area, and I'd never been particularly involved in the community. So it's actually been really nice to have a community here and hang out with people who bring out more of my Jewish side. I see Hallie and Elisa most days. We live close by, and yeah, formed a really strong friendship.
I grew up on a small island off of Seattle where we didn't have a very large Jewish community, and so I've always kind of wanted a place to go. And so growing up, I went to Jewish camps, and then when I got to university, I became involved in the Jewish community. So when I moved to Cambodia, I looked online and I Googled if there was a Chabad here, and I was really happy that there was. And I think that being a part of Chabad has definitely made me want to go back to Seattle and be part of a larger Jewish community.
And for the hundreds of Jewish travellers who visit Phnom Penh each year, Chabad Cambodia has a reputation of providing a warm welcome.
We really find this Bet Chabad like something like our home, because we have the salons that you can sit and read books, and you have the internet that not everywhere you have computer when you're traveling with your backpack on your back. And the rabbi is the best.
They even have here a Hebrew keyboard, which is the first place in all of Asia that we finally saw Hebrew word on the keyboard. It's really nice sending mails to your parents in Hebrew. It's a very good environment. We're gonna stay here for the next Shabbat. I'm sure we're gonna recommend to friends that visit Cambodia to come to this Bet Chabad. It's a really nice place.
Before we arrived here, a lot of friends that travel in Cambodia told us, oh my God, you're going to Bet Chabad Cambodia. Say hi to Rav Benzi, say hi to everyone, he's the best Chabad. And we didn't understand why everyone keeps saying it, but it's true now. When I heard that someone will go to Cambodia, I will say, hey, say hi to Rav Benzi, and because it's really like, you feel at home here, really.
Go.